Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant. Today we are at the next topic, that is the mating attacks explained here at the 15th position of our topic. We have got a position where white is now, we can see, attacking over the black king, and this position is of course white to play and win, and it's a bit tricky one. There are many ideas going around in the position. We can see black's back rank is weak. The queen and rook are the defenders of the important squares. D8, E8 and F8 are controlled by both of them. Position is a bit tricky because directly it's little difficult to force things. White's rook and the queen both are acting, and the pawn on H6 is playing major role in controlling the G7 square. So we see many different kinds of mating patterns arising in the position. White has actually two ways to win here. We look at the easy one and the one which was played in the game. White went queen h5. At first, the move queen h5 looks like what is it doing, because only queen f6 is not possible when queen e8, queen f8 and queen f8 mates. But what is white doing actually? So we will come to know that it is like a situation where white is almost, we can say, putting black in a zugzwang kind of thing. Let's say black waits and wastes move with a6 or a5. Then white has the very strong idea of going queen e5. So his idea is based on this. So the queen will come to e5. If queen takes e5, then rook f8 mates. And we see that the queen is also threatening to go to b8 with a check. And also rook f8 double check mate is threatened. And there will be no defense in that position. So basically, black is now forced to find some good move against the threat of queen e5. Let's look at the lines one by one. In the game, black played rook d8. There is the other move kg8 here. And if black waits with the move rook c7, let's look at that as well. As I told you, after rook c7, there is just queen e5, very strong and very simple. Now the discovered check is threatened, so only move king g8, but after king g8 comes queen d5 check. The queen nicely creates a double attack on g8, and the second point of attack was the square 8. Although the empty square, but useful in creating the mating net. And after rook c8, q c8, queen e8 mates. Thus rook c7 loses by force. There is kg8. Kg8 also loses pretty quickly. There comes qg4 check, and we will see in multiple lines the black queens overloading in the position. King goes to h8 forced, and after qd7 again we see that the game is over, because queen f6 allows qe8, qf8, qf8 mates, and queen takes d7 allows rook f8 checkmate instantly, and also the queen is attacked right now, so black loses. So practically black is forced to move his piece to the back rank. If the queen goes to back rank, then queen e5 is again available. So rook d8, and now we see white pursues the second weakness, that is the g7 square, along with the weakness of e5 and the back rank. So he goes rook f7, attacking the queen, trying to deflect the queen from the e5 square, and also he wants to put pressure on the g7 square. We see two defensive replies for black, queen d6 and queen e6. Let's look at that one by one. After queen e6, there is queen g5, which is very strong and very fascinating, because after queen f7 we see queen d8. This time queen g8 is possible, but queen f6 check, qg7 and qg7 mates. We are also threatening qg7 mate, so we will compel black to go rook g8 here. And after rook g8, white again has the fascinating and wonderful move rook f8. So too much overloading in the black position we can see. Now there are a couple of threats. One is queen g7 mate, other is rook g8, queen f6, followed by qg7 checkmates, and black loses by force. So in the game, black played after rook f7, qd6, still comes queen g5. This time the idea is that after rook g8 there is no rook f8 available because of queen into f8 and queen e5, then rook g7 can be played. But here white now uses the weakness of g7 square and he just goes rg7, and now we see that black's position is gone, because if the rook moves anywhere on the rank e8, f8, d8, then rook h7, king h7, qg7 waits, and if the queen tries to support the rook, then as we discussed there is rook g8, queen takes g8, queen f6 check, qg7 and qg7 checkmates, and white wins. So basically after queen h5 white wins in all the lines and black has nothing to do. But finding queen h5 is somewhat tricky. There is a similar move which also wins, that is queen e1. With similar ideas, when we try to either attack the queen for rook f8, or we try to deflect the queen, or we try to reach the square with queen e5. The e5 square is important, and white wins after queen e1 as well. But in the game, white went with the move qh5. I hope you are finding these lessons useful. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for your time.